What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and after the train wreck that I reviewed yesterday, which it was Birdemic, I had to review something that wasn't going to make me scream my face off, and yeah, this movie didn't make me do that. So we're going to be reviewing the Impractical Jokers movie, which I actually didn't know about this until like a few weeks before the movie actually released. And I didn't know it was even getting a theatrical release. So from my understanding, I didn't know Impractical Jokers was still, people really still like, it had as big as of a following as I thought, and big enough to get a movie. So, even though, don't get me wrong, I love the show. It's freaking hilarious. So let's talk about the movie. So, if you've seen the Impractical Joker show, it's basically four lifelong friends compete in competitions to humiliate each other. And the one by the episode who loses the most challenges goes through a punishment. And it's a hidden camera show type thing, and this has that, but it's actually real people and stuff. And the stuff that's in Practical Jokers, the normal stuff, is freaking hilarious, and I love it. I'm laughing throughout all the movie, and I'm just like, there's nothing really in the movie I'm like, kill me, please, turn the movie off, I don't want to watch this is annoying. Now, with all that stuff, it's funny, it's good, it's done in a great way with all that stuff, it's done the way it's done in the show. The movie really works when it's being basically Impractical Jokers, just on the big screen. Now, this movie does have a plot. Yeah, an Impractical Jokers movie with a plot. They are trying to rectify something they did in their past by going to this Paula Abdul party, and they only have 3 tickets, and only 4 of them can go, so they're going to, on their way to the thing, they're going to have a competition to see who will be the 3 to go. So I really want to know how the writing for this movie went, because obviously I do believe the challenges were actually genuine, and how they won and lost, I do believe that was genuine. I'm really curious how the script was written for the actual story of this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, the stuff that's actually the story, like it's the story stuff where that stuff that's written, it doesn't feel like acting. It feels like these are people having a legitimate conversation, like they're being themselves, which is a good and weird thing also. Now, don't get me wrong, the parts where it's not the hidden camera stuff is like, I'm sitting there like, do I actually care about this? Is this something that I need? Like, do we really need what I'm seeing on screen right now? Like, this is kind of boring and lame, a little bit. But like, for the most part, I still haven't had enjoyment out of those parts. And most people wouldn't have enjoyment out of those parts in a movie like this, where you would go to see an Impractical Jokers movie and just expect something along. Another movie that comes to mind when it comes to like this is Bad Grandpa, which is a movie that came out a while back, which honestly I do think did this concept a little better than the Impractical Jokers movie. It was able to implement pranks with story a lot better. Not that this did it in a terrible way, but like, I do see how some people could have a problem with this movie, and I can't say that everything was perfect. There is some moments where I'm like laughing my butt off at some of the parts. Like, it's a movie that I've had that made me laugh, but I haven't laughed at a movie like that in so long. And just the fact that some of the stuff in this movie is just really enjoyable. And just every character that we know, I forgot all their guys' names, but like, it's really fun to see them just on the big screen. Some characters I thought I would never see on the big screen. And the fact is, this movie was being filmed. I hear them mention it's, in some parts, it's like 2018. So this movie's been in development for a while. So that's insane. Some of the comedy with the normal acting parts doesn't hit well with me. But for the most part, the movie's a fun ride, and if you want an Impractical Jokers movie and you want to see Impractical Jokers on the big screen, go do it. I'm surprised this, though, hit theaters. I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised this wasn't just a TV movie, but the fact that it is theatrical, maybe it'll do all right. Like it's fun when it's being actually Impractical Jokers, and the stuff that's actually the story and stuff isn't the best, but I'm still cool with it. Now I saw this with my little sister, and she fell asleep, and it made me so mad because I had to pay for the ticket, but I'm not gonna get into all that. But this movie, I'm sitting through 90% of it, and there's nothing to hate. A lot of times in movies like this, you're gonna want to just slam your head into the wall. Every challenge part where they're just competing against each other, and they even have little moments themselves where they're just like mess with one of the other people that they have to do something, and I'm like, it's funny. And when they're doing these things and they're fun, they're genuinely having fun doing these things. And just some of the stuff that I really enjoy, I'm just like, this is hilarious, and I love the fact that we get an Impractical Jokers movie. Now, movies of this stature is strange, especially when you get and not just like this type of movie. It's like getting a TV show turning into a theatrical film. It's a concept that is something that a lot of people don't like the idea of, and the movies don't usually do that well. But the fact is, I don't think this movie's going to do that well in the box office. I haven't seen the numbers yet. I don't think it's going to get that much money, to be honest, compared to some other movies. But I don't know. Maybe it could. I don't see it becoming winning any awards or anything like that. I don't think anyone was trying to do that. This movie is just like they wanted to have fun. They wanted to do it in a more movie format. They wanted to have a fun story. And I needed a win after having to review Birdemic, because that movie was terrible. But this was actually really decent, and I'm really glad that I actually had the chance to see this movie in theaters. And I really just enjoyed the heck out of this film because it's funny. And just a lot of the I don't say it's laugh out loud hilarious, but I'm laughing a lot through this movie. And obviously most of the time I'm laughing is because of the actual hidden camera segments. But some of the stuff in the normal story is funny. There's a part where they're like arguing, and like the bigger guy, I forgot their names, but he gets a board and is like, I'm gonna hit this guy. It's funny, and I really enjoyed some of it. There's one thing where they're in an interview setting, and it's just hilarious. There's a boat scene which is freaking amazing, and I'm sitting there watching this movie like, that's funny. Now, I did see this while I was on the coast, and the movie theater that I was at, a little bit of a story here, wasn't the best. I couldn't tell if the movie was just quiet or if that's how that actual theater is. But I don't know. My local movie theater is, I'd say, better than that one from my experience. But who knows if it wasn't just the movie, but I really didn't like that movie theater that much. But the movie was great. Not great. It was decent. If I had to give it a rating, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. A high 3 out of 5. Because I liked it. I don't think this will wind up on my top 12. If it does, I'll be surprised, because of some of the other movies that are coming out this year. I didn't even know this was coming out just a few weeks before it even came out. Like, I didn't even know that. But the fact that this movie even exists just says a lot about how TV is, like normal modern TV, is still big, and people still watch normal cable TV, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon like some people think. But the movie is just done in such a great, interesting format, and I was just thinking of the movie. This is an Impractical Jokers movie. I'm not expecting anything amazing. I'm not expecting anything jaw-dropping. I'm not expecting anything insanely crazy or just insanely insane. It's just that there's so much of this movie where I'm sitting there like, I'm enjoying what I'm enjoying, and there's stuff in this movie that is just fun and funny, and I'm enjoying almost every moment of it, and there's nothing really to hate. So that's really all I have to say of this review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know really what else to say about this movie besides it was just genuinely entertaining. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have seen this movie, go tell me down in the comment section what you guys thought. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.